What up, everybody? This is Sunny.
안녕하세요, 매드클라운입니다. 반갑습니다.
Hi, this is Sobae, and we're hanging out with Rob on Front Row Live.
Front Row Live.
This is the first breakout for the U.S. tour that you guys are doing right now. What's it been like so far?
What's it been like?
Yeah, coming out to the States and introducing your music to the world.
We actually thought the crowd's gonna be like 90% Koreans, but it was like opposite, 90% Americans. Like only few Koreans we could see.
Really?
I mean, we did not know like as many people. You know, there's a language barrier, and you know we're living in different places, but they still loving and supporting our music.
Right.
That's amazing.
Right.
Bless.
And was this consistent with every stop that you guys went on?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Now tell me, you know, coming to the States to perform, like, does the performance that you guys do now that you see your audience your demographic is a little different, does the performance kind of change at all?
Time to time, we go with the flow.
Okay.
Yeah, we got the repertoire going on, but you know.
It's pretty much the same, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now with, you know, last year was a big year for K-pop. You know, BTS kind of like broke the way for a new audience, which is why you see the audience that you see today. But how do you guys feel personally like their takeover kind of impacted, you know, Korean music to come out to the States?
Something amazing. I mean, something that everybody wanted to do, because they knock on the door, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, people open to it. I think it's amazing.
Now, you guys are currently promoting single together, Butterfly. Can we talk about this collaboration? This is not the first time that you guys have collaborated. What made this this time like different from the first time?
Like before we came to US, we were gonna do the song together, so we can like have more performances together in the States. So that's one of the main reasons that we made this song, Butterfly. And 그 또 뭐 있죠? 다른 Sour Grape is another song. It's
3 years ago.
yeah, 3 years ago. Yeah, so it's been a while that we did a song together, so we just
Yeah, pretty much like, you know, let's do US tour, you know? 19 cities.
Right.
Okay, let's make a single before that, you know? Then
No,
boom,
it's
boom.
perfect. It's perfect. But now you guys know how you guys work together. So, you know, going into the studio to create Butterfly, like, what was that like?
How did it go? Was it easy or was it not easy for you?
it was easy and fun. It was the whole process was really smooth, and we had many beats for our single, and this beat used for Butterfly just 이게 제일 좋.
We both like
Yeah.
we had like so many beats from like many different producers,
Right.
but this is like a duo, you know, not as a solo single. So both of us have to like it.
Right.
But as soon as we heard this beat, you know, we both liked it. Then boom, it went on.
Are you on the tour as well, or are you on specific
Yes.
dates?
I am actually on the tour the entire time. I mean, it's been a huge honor being on a tour with two of the best South Korean rappers. So really, it's been a lot of fun. Working with them, I understand why they're so famous. They've made it the way they've made it. They're professional, they're humble, they're talented. So it's been amazing.
Now, have you guys been collaborating on stage while you guys have been performing?
I guess you'll find out if you stick around,
I
right?
have to stick around.
But yeah, we will be singing a couple of their biggest hits together. So that's something to look forward to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I was noticing with, you know, hip hop here in the States and hip hop in Korea is like hip hop in the States is really like gangster, and then back in, you know, hip hop when I'm listening to your music, it's almost romantic in a way. Can you tell me about that, like that process?
Because like Korea do not exactly have the same culture, you know.
Yeah.
From the state,
Right.
we do have gangsters, but
No guns.
all gangsters, you know.
Yeah.
And you're not allowed to talk about drugs or just like, you know, like a very cliche topics that rappers would talk about in the state.
Right.
Some of them they're not really popular subject. So
Yeah.
pretty much, it's a different cultures. So we talk about different stuff.
And as you guys are, you know, making your music for you as well, like, you know, what is your process when you go and create a song? What kind of process do you go through when you're writing your music?
I usually tend to start with a concept in mind and sort of build the melody around the concept first. And I feel like for anything, that's how I work. Like I need to build, that sort of informs the rest of the songs. And I feel like I was talking with them too, and that's how they operate as well. Yeah.
I most of the time I start with beat, and then I choose concept of the lyrics, and yeah, that's pretty much how I start to make my songs.
For you, Sam?
These days, I just go with the flow. I just write down whatever is in my mind.
Yeah.
Just start from there. Just jot it down, and something comes out, you just go farther. If it is not, you just stop it there.
Now, you actually were out in the States for, I mean, some of your childhood.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the best of times for you. You had some struggles while you were out here.
Everybody does.
Right. But, you know, because of the situations you were going through, you kind of kept to yourself. You would come home from school and you would stay home and work on music. And that's kind of like how it created your path. But,
Pretty much.
you know, like, do you feel that that's what, because of what you were going through, like that's what kind of like opened up the doors for music for you?
Yeah, 100%. Yep.
Did a lot of your music kind of get influenced because of all that?
Of course, 100%.
And what was it like, you know, getting in your room the first time and starting to create music? How did you learn to create the music? How did you learn you can rap?
It's not like I learned it, like I learning it from school, you know, just I had nothing to do, so the music was my friend.
Yeah.
Just listening to it, and you know, like hip hop music, you don't need the instruments. Like it's not like guitar to rap. You know, all you gotta do is just have an instrument, right, and just rap on it.
Right.
Just write down your own lyrics. And that's how I started, I guess. I didn't have no friends, so I had nobody to talk with, right? So naturally, I just started, jot down something in my mind. That's how it started.
Right. And then for you, how did music kind of start for you? Is it something that caught your attention? Someone's song that caught your attention?
I was a b-boy for a long time, so I was listening many hip hop songs and really familiar with this hip hop culture. So I think I just started my music just naturally as a b-boy. So that's how I got into music, making music.
It started as a hobby actually, and I put up a track on SoundCloud with a mashup of 4 songs. They were like Drake, Kalani, Stowe, a bunch of artists, and I produced it, I sang on it, and that really got a lot of positive reception. So a lot of producers reached out, and I decided to make the jump.
I mean, it feels like it just kind of happened naturally for you guys as well at the same time. Well, now that you guys are on this tour, you guys are currently promoting Butterfly, but what are the plans for your own music? Is that in the works as well?
For now, I'm not really working on any music, just focusing on this tour
Yeah.
and having fun with my team. It feels like we're traveling as a family.
No, that's good.
For a month, 19 cities. That's almost impossible. Not a lot of people, get that.
Right.
So I'm focusing on what's going on right now.
Is it safe to say the same for the two of you?
Pretty much.
We just wake up and we pack the stuff. We go to the airport, we fly another state, do performance, unpack it, just every day. So
Right. So this is the beginning of you guys coming to the States. So hopefully we can get to see you guys more here in the States within the next year or so. Hopefully we can see you at more cities.
work harder.
Work harder.
Yes, gotta work hard.